Summary of the 5 Dysfunctions of a Team by Patrick Lencioni. Patrick Lencioni's The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team is a compelling business book presented as a leadership fable. It explores the challenges teams face in achieving genuine unity and effectiveness. Lencioni identifies 5 core dysfunctions that hinder team performance: the absence of trust, fear of conflict, lack of commitment, avoidance of accountability, and inattention to results. Each dysfunction builds upon the previous, creating a cascading effect that undermines teamwork. Through the fictional story of Decision Tech, a struggling technology company, Lencioni illustrates how these dysfunctions manifest and how leaders can address them. The 5 Dysfunctions. Lencioni structures his model as a pyramid, emphasizing that each dysfunction is interconnected and foundational to the next. The base of the pyramid is the absence of trust, which occurs when team members are unwilling to be vulnerable with one another. Vulnerability includes admitting mistakes, asking for help, or acknowledging weaknesses. Without trust, individuals operate defensively, withholding valuable input and avoiding collaboration. Lencioni explains that trust must be built through open communication and shared experiences. Leaders play a critical role by modeling vulnerability and encouraging honesty within the team. The second dysfunction arises when team members avoid constructive conflict. Teams often equate conflict with negativity, leading to artificial harmony where important issues remain unaddressed. Healthy debate is essential for innovation and problem solving. Lencioni argues that teams should embrace conflict as a tool for growth, creating an environment where diverse perspectives are welcomed. By addressing trust issues, teams can approach conflict without fear of personal attacks, focusing on the task rather than the individual. Without trust and open conflict, teams struggle to achieve commitment. Lack of commitment stems from ambiguity and a lack of buy-in from team members. When decisions are unclear or imposed without discussion, members feel disengaged and less accountable. Lencioni asserts that commitment does not require consensus but clarity and alignment. Leaders must ensure decisions are communicated effectively and that everyone understands their role in achieving the collective goal. The fourth dysfunction is the avoidance of accountability. When commitment is weak, team members hesitate to hold one another accountable for their actions and behaviors. Peer-to-peer accountability is vital for maintaining high standards and achieving goals. Lencioni emphasizes that accountability must be seen as an act of mutual respect rather than criticism. Leaders can foster accountability by creating clear expectations and following through on consequences for unmet commitments. At the top of the pyramid is inattention to results, which occurs when individual or departmental goals overshadow the collective success of the team. Team members may prioritize personal recognition, status, or departmental objectives over the organization's goals. Lencioni stresses that a results-oriented team focuses on shared objectives and measures success collectively. Leaders must constantly reinforce the importance of team achievements and discourage behaviors that prioritize individual agendas. The leadership fable. The narrative centers on Catherine Peterson, the newly appointed CEO of Decision Tech, a company with talented employees but poor team dynamics. Through her observations and interventions, Catherine uncovers the 5 dysfunctions plaguing the team. She begins by fostering trust among team members, encouraging them to share vulnerabilities during team-building exercises. By addressing trust, she sets the stage for open dialogue and healthy conflict. Catherine challenges the team to engage in difficult conversations, emphasizing the value of productive conflict in decision-making. Through her efforts, the team gradually becomes more comfortable debating issues without fear of reprisal. This shift enables them to align on decisions, even when consensus is not reached. Catherine also enforces accountability by setting clear expectations and empowering team members to hold one another accountable. Finally, Catherine redirects the team's focus toward collective results, ensuring that individual and departmental interests do not detract from organizational goals. By addressing the dysfunctions step by step, Catherine transforms Decision Tech into a cohesive and high-performing team. Practical applications. Lencioni's model is both diagnostic and prescriptive, offering practical strategies for overcoming each dysfunction. To build trust, he recommends vulnerability-based exercises, feedback sessions, and leadership modeling. For conflict, teams can establish ground rules and engage in structured debates. Commitment can be enhanced through clear communication, prioritization of decisions, and consistent follow-up. Accountability requires explicit standards and peer-driven feedback mechanisms. To focus on results, leaders should regularly evaluate team objectives and reward collective achievements over individual success. The role of leadership. Leadership is central to addressing the 5 dysfunctions. Leaders must model the behaviors they want to see in their teams, such as vulnerability, openness to feedback, and commitment to results. They must also create an environment that values trust, encourages debate, and holds individuals accountable. Lencioni warns that leaders who avoid addressing dysfunctions risk perpetuating a culture of mediocrity. Relevance and impact. The concepts in the 5 dysfunctions of a team resonate across industries and organizational levels. Whether applied to executive boards, project teams, or small businesses, the principles help teams identify and overcome common pitfalls. The book's storytelling approach makes complex concepts relatable and actionable, emphasizing that teamwork is a discipline that requires consistent effort and intentionality. If you enjoyed this summary, drop a like. Be sure to subscribe for more leadership-based content in less than 10 minutes. Lencioni, Patrick. The 5 Dysfunctions of a Team, A Leadership Fable. Jossie Bass, 2002.